Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's Media Makeup again and costume, and I would really like to see some of your designs you've been doing. If you haven't had the email with your call sheet, don't just sit there. Email Fee and we will get it straight to you ASAP. There had been some problems with people not getting them, people not seeing them. I urge you to tell me so then I can fix it, because you need to start designing. I really would love to see any of your designs that you've created so we can start making things and we can start practicing, and I can give you individual videos on things, on how to apply things, so you can give it a go. If you managed to guess the eyebrows last week, it was Selena Gomez was number 1 and Kylie Jenner was number 2, so well done if you did get that. Today we are going to work on making flowers, because I know it's something that we will definitely use in the set as well as in the costume. I made one earlier, here it is. All I did extra was just add some glitter because it felt it was needing glitter, because I think everything needs glitter. I just used my handy dandy glitter here and some Pritt stick. So I would really like for you to give this a go, follow along with my video, and make it 3, at least 3 each. They can all be white, so mine's blue because I have coloured paper. But if you have no coloured paper, absolutely fine. Make them white, and what we can do is we can spray paint them, which is easy and quick, and I can show you how to do that. Yeah, so make at least 3 of any size that you like. Bigger is fine, smaller is fine, this size is great. Yeah, at least 3. And I would like to see your designs by next week, and I would like to see, or after the half term, and I would like to see your flowers that you've made by after half term. And I would really like to see some of you on the Zoom call. If we've already had the Zoom call, great, lovely, nice to see you. If we haven't, please, 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 please join the Zoom call. It's the only way I have to contact you and to talk to you about any worries or questions you have. I'm hosting today's Zoom call, so please, 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 please join me. Bethan should be joining and Maya should be joining. They both have a little message for you guys, so I'm going to insert that now.
Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing okay and are well and are safe in this very weird time. I hope you have fun with May's video today and you create some really wonderful stuff.
Hey guys, I hope you're all well and staying safe in this really weird, unusual times. I hope you're all still practicing and designing and sort of thinking of new ideas and stuff that we can use for the show. I hope you enjoyed this week's video with May, and I can't wait to see what you guys create, so have fun.
Thanks guys! We've had quite a long chat, us guys, talking about the show and about all the different things we can do, so that's why I chose to make flowers today. Hopefully we can make butterflies in the holidays. I'm hoping to put up another extra little video on how to make a butterfly, so you can keep making butterflies and flowers. And yeah, so I would really like for you to design half of the lesson. Go back to my other videos if you haven't watched them, or if you need to re-watch them on tips and tricks of designing, and follow along with my flower tutorial today. Thank you! Okay guys, like I said before, today we're going to be doing something a bit more practical that I would like to see you making. These will be some flowers for our set or on our costume, made out of paper. I'm trying not to get a shadow, but there we go. So to start with, you're going to need 4 squares of paper. I've got coloured paper so you can see it, but white is fine because we can paint them. They need to be even, so to make sure that they're even, you can do them any size you like. I think mine are about 10, maybe 8 centimetres by 8 centimetres. To make sure they're even, just give them a fold in half. Hopefully you can see. Yeah. Give them a little fold in half, and they should match up. And then you can use that to then make the other 4. So you need 4 of them. You'll need some glue. Either it could be a Pritt stick, I've got a Pritt stick and a hot glue gun, but PVA glue works as well. Any kind of glue really. I haven't tried sellotape, but double-sided sellotape should work too. I got some scissors. I've got a pen, or my pens, just in case. And I have my paper. I've just got some coloured paper, but you can have any paper you like. That's what you need for this. So let's begin the tutorial. Okay, so step one, there's one I've done earlier. Okay, so step one is making your square look like this. So you're gonna fold it in half. This is where we see if there we go. So if it's slightly off, give it a little trim, because you want to make sure they're nice and even. Don't worry about them being slightly off. That's what happens when you cut them with your hands and not a guillotine. There we go, so I've given that one a little trim. Then you're going to fold it in half again. Again, try and make those corners quite equal. It should match up quite well. Yeah, there we go. And then in half again. So it's in half 3 times. I end up with your triangles. And you've got to do that to all 4 pieces of paper. So when I've done that, I'll come back to you. Okay, so the next step is to take the folded over edge. Now your petal's going to go in this bit here. You want to try and make your petal wavy, because that's what gives it the effect of a flower petal. So you draw your line in your pencil. Hopefully you can see that. Where's the camera? There we go. And then we're going to cut it. It's quite thick, so you want some good scissors, and you might need a parent to help you with it if you're struggling. So there's my petal. Okay, after you've done your little petal shape, you need to cut a tiny little bit of the bottom bit off. Just a tiny bit. That will help us later. And then you're going to do the same for all 4 triangles. I'm going to do it and then I'll be back to you. Okay, there we go. You can see that I've got all different shapes at the top because I want my rose to look a bit more natural. But if you want exactly the same shape for all of your petals, then just put it on top, and then you can trace with your pencil round that shape so you have them all be in the same shape. On to the next step. Okay, so the next steps are a bit more tricky. So you're going to take one of your petals, and you can see here, these are my petals. And I'm going to cut one of the sections out. So you can see that the folded lines have created little petal sections. So I'm just going to cut one of them out, right to the centre. Try and keep it as even as you can. There we go. And you want to keep both of them and put them off to the side. Okay, so the next one we're going to cut 2 petals, but don't cut them out individually. You want to cut them out as a 2. So here and here. So you've got a 2 and you've got the rest of them, and those need to go off to the side. Next one, you're going to cut 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. Again, keeping them together. So that's 1, 2, 3, and cut down there. And you're going to need both of those, so put them in your little pile. And the next one is 4 petals, so basically in half. So I've cut here, 1, 2, 3, 4, cut in half. Now you only need half of this for this flower, but if you're making multiple flowers, then you can keep this and only make 3 squares in the next round and use this one instead of making 4, okay? But for now we don't need that one, so that one can go off to the side. Okay, now you need your glue stick or your PVA glue or your hot glue. For now I'm going to use a glue stick, and you're going to start with the biggest one you've got, and you're going to put some glue on the petal here. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. And then you're going to stick these 2 bits together so they line up. Okay, so I've just glued that on together so you've got a nice cone shape. A little bit, so you want to make sure your folds are nice and individual. Give it a little bit of a shape. Okay. There's my first piece of my flower. And that one then goes off to the side. And then you're going to do the next biggest one. And you're going to do exactly the same thing. So glue one of the petals, stick them together and give it a pinch. And then I'm going to pop that straight inside there so I know that that one's next. The next one, a little bit of glue. Oh. There we go. Stick them together. Give it a bit of a shake, make sure it's pinched nicely. And that can go in there. And then the next 4. Glue. Put them together. Give it a little pinch. Make sure it's nice and stuck together. And inside there. And 3. This one's a bit more difficult because you've only got 3 petals to work with. You just want to bend it so they can, there we go, so they can match up. So you've got a nice little cone shape. Go, and that one goes in there too. Okay, so the 2 is a bit more complicated. You want to apply some glue down the edge of the petal, so like half the petal at a diagonal. And then you're going to need to fold it and roll it so that they can join together. And then this takes me a while, so there we go. Oh, no, there we go. Make sure you're not destroying the bottom of it. There we go. And that one goes inside there. Make sure it's nice and stuck before you drop it. And that goes inside there. Inside there. And you can see that my flower has started to form. Hopefully it's not too dark. Yeah. There we go. That's my flower. It's starting to get there. The last petal is the most difficult. But it's not the most difficult thing in the world. You just want to run a little bit of glue down the inside of it, and then you're going to need to fold it and bend it and roll it a bit so that it sticks together. It takes a bit of fiddling, but once you get there, and with a bit of practice, it definitely helps. I'm going to try and make sure that it all folds in together and it all sticks together. There we go. It's the centre of my rose. That goes inside there. Time to assemble my flower together. I'm going to take out the middle part, and I've got my lovely blue flower here. Now you're going to take a pencil and you're just going to curve the edges of the petals out a bit. Don't worry if they rip, mine always rip, but you're just going to curve. You can use the front of the pencil, the end of the pencil. This is what gives it that fullness. Bend them out a bit. Once you've bent out the petals a little bit. Now some people will bend better than others, so This paper's not very good at bending, it just likes to rip, but that's okay because from afar you won't see it. Okay, so this is the time for either PVA or hot glue. I haven't tried a Pritt stick, so I'm not sure if it would work because you need to stick them together. So I'm just going to grab my hot glue, and instead of putting them like that, you're going to turn it at a bit of an angle. So you need to do the exact same curling method before you stick it together. Give that one a little bit of a curl, just on the ends. And the deeper you make your petals, the more of a curl you'll be able to get. There we go. There's my curls. And that guy's going to go in that guy. And you want to kind of arrange it so that it looks nice. Okay, so you're going to get the inside one and apply some glue around the outside of it, outside of the hole. Try not to put it in the hole because it will make it more difficult later. And then you're going to line it up to how you want it and press it in so that they stick together like that. There's my first layer, and then you're going to do the same for all the layers. Curling, making sure you've got them in the right order, adding a bit of glue, and pressing it in, making sure you've got enough glue to hold it all together. Okay, and my next one, take it out that, give it a little bend, give it a little curl. Try not to have it so it's so triangle, make it a bit more of a curve. There we go. Give it a little bend. Apply a bit of glue. A bit of press. Make sure it's nice. And in there, go with the next one, give it a curl. There's only 2 little petals on this one, so it's a bit harder. What you can do is you can do a little snip either side and then bend them out a bit more, but it's completely up to you. This is your petal, your rose. And then add a bit of glue. Make sure it's got a nice gel. Pop it in there. This guy. It gets harder, so don't worry about curling them. Just make them look a bit less round. In there you can see here's my flower. Lastly, you can't curl the last one, so, but it needs a lot of glue because it doesn't touch a lot of the flower in there. And there's my flower. Now your task is to make as many as you can, because we need to use them because they can be stuck on costume, they can be stuck on the set. We can paint them, we can spray paint them, we can add glitter to them. Okay guys, so you've just seen my flower tutorial on my flower here, which you saw at the beginning. So I'd really like for you to make your flowers either along with me, go back and rewatch it, or if you've managed to take notes and do it yourself, do it yourself. Just remember, make them any size, be careful with your paper. I'd like to for you to keep hold of them and then bring them when we come back, or send me a photo and then keep them. Please don't throw them away, we need them for the show. Yeah, if they're white, don't worry. If it's just normal paper, don't worry. It can be any kind of paper you have. That's what we're all doing. We're all trying to make things out of things we have at home. And yeah, add some glitter if you can. If you can't, absolutely fine. It's completely up to you. So I hope you've enjoyed my flower tutorial. They're quite easy and simple, and I would like for as many flowers to be made as possible. So yeah, thanks guys, bye!